Hey everyone, let me put this louder. I was using the new iPhone XR that I got, and it did make my job a lot easier on the road. First of all, I'll start because it's larger than my last phone, and I was playing around with it because I watch other channels and I do listen, but it takes time to put everything into place. I want you to know that I went live. I did a couple of live streams because I was testing it out, and I like the way that you can press a button and it turns into a dash cam. That's really great. If you need a dash cam, that's something to do. And then, so you could do it live, just like a Facebook Live, a YouTube Live. It works. I have to watch the videos to see when I minimized the screen and went back to Uber Eats or Grubhub or the GPS while I was recording if it works. I'll do that tomorrow. What I did was, I accepted an offer. I opened up the GPS, say it was 10 minutes away, and I opened up the camera on the phone and I put video, and I left it on the window cell phone holder. I have it on the window. It's one of those suction cups, and I used it as a dash cam. And the GPS directions would populate on top, and because the phone is so much larger than my other one, it was easy to read. I didn't have to overly squint or really have to grab it like I used to. So that's good to know. But once I swiped up to like open up Grubhub or Uber Eats when I got to the restaurant or the home, the camera stopped. But then, no big whoop. When you're done doing what you're doing, you open up the camera again, like make sure you open up the GPS first, get an idea where you're going, because it'll populate on top. Open up the camera, delete the one that you just recorded, just takes a second, unless you want to save it, you know, of course. But if nothing interesting happens, why save it and take up room, delete it, and then turn on video again, and hit the road and deliver the food. And then when I get there, you know, either you can leave it in the car and, you know, watch it go up to the door most of the time, if the way your car is parked, or hold it in your hand, or shut it down. But most of the time you can use this as a dash cam. But once I swiped up, the camera stopped. That's fine. You know, when you go back to what you're doing, you know your location, you have a general idea where you're going, open up the camera, delete the previous one, and start a new recording. And the directions will populate on top. So, many people speak about getting a dash cam or a body cam for protection. Be a little creative and use what you got in your hand. I'm going to get my money's worth out of this phone. And now since I know I could use it as a dash cam, that's great. I could do live videos. That's great. Things I never did before. My other phone, it was just too difficult. And I thought about it, but I couldn't make it work. With this new phone, it works. So I thought there was a time limit to the video. No, only after I swiped up, and then it stopped. But you can just, you know, turn it back on and off. It's not a bad deal. So I thought I would share that tip with you. It worked. And if you get something on the screen, just save the video. And then you can upload it to YouTube. That's pretty good. So no need to buy a separate, unless you want to, a body cam or a dash cam. If you have an updated cell phone, it'll work just fine. It will serve its purpose. Okay, I'm going to record one more video, so stay tuned.